All right, so this I want to illustrate to us how the style you are seeing there is made. Okay. All right, so as you can see the style there on the thumbnail, we are going to illustrate how to do cut that style. Okay. So I don't have fabric to waste, so I'm going to use this. All right, you can see I have marked lines. Okay, on this paper. All right, indicating the lines on that fabric you are seeing in the picture right there. Okay, so let's take it that this is our front block. So I'm going to cut the front block. So I'll now use the front block to illustrate to us how everything went down. So let's say this is our front block. Okay, I'll just cut this out to be our front block here, cutting at the wideness of 18. I pray what I have there should be enough for us. Okay, so this is our front block here. All right, so if we fold this in this way, and then of course we are supposed to slant the shoulder. Okay, so our shoulders are what are slanted. Okay, and we are, of course we are supposed to take the neck measurement, the arm measurement. Let's take the arm here, let's just take it here at 5.5. Let's get the shoulder here, let's get it at 7. All right, so let's get this way. All right, so this is it. Okay, so let's take our neck, let's just get a depth of, let's use depth of 2.5 here, by wideness of let's say 2 inches. All right, so this gives us a picture of the front block. All right, so this is the front block of the style you are seeing there. So if this is the front block, then how do we get the patterns on it? Okay, like the front pattern that came like this. All right, another one came this way, and then there's another one with shoulder here. All right, that's what I'm going to illustrate to us how we can easily and simply get that. Okay, so this is the remaining fabric here. Okay, supposedly is the remaining fabric. All right, first we are going to get the front line that are coming like this and like this. So mind you, these lines are vertical. They are coming down, they are vertical. All right, so the remaining piece of your fabric we are going to carry it. Okay, and we are going to fold it. Mind you, the length here should be enough to start from here to here. Do you understand? But I'm illustrating, so mine might not reach. But the length from here to here should be enough to start from here to here. So, for instance, if you check this length and you are having, if you check this length and you are having, let's say 23, it means we're going to use like 25. All right, so which means this should be something up to 25. This should be up to 25, and I'm folding this what horizontal. I'm folding these lines horizontal since these ones are vertical. All right, so I'm going to fold them horizontal. All right, like this. Don't see this, and I'm going to use an allowance of wideness of up to 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches, you see, folding by 7.5 inches. Can you see this? 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches. All right. So let me now show us what we do. All right. So since I have 7 inches, can see the okay. Let me just reduce it small, so I don't run out of paper. So I'm folding my fabric like this. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do now is to use my French curve. All right. So now this is, you can see that the pattern is going, it's going straight, but getting towards the arm, it folded into the arm on both sides. We are talking about the first front two patterns. All right, so what we're going to do is this. I'm going to mark here about 3 inches here, okay, and I'll still mark 3 inches up here, okay, and I'm going to join this point to this point, this point to this point. All right, so let's just make it 3 3/4. So this is it, okay. So I'm marking this on, okay, 4 inches. All right, 4 inches is fine. 4 inches, okay. So this is 4 inches. Let me extend it all the way to the end. Now, but coming to the end here, since the pattern is curving to the arm side on both sides, I'm going to curve it here to the arm side, okay. Just watch, I'm going to curve it here. This is towards the end, okay. Towards the end, I will curve it to enter what? The arm side. Towards the end, I'll curve it to enter the arm side. And my allowance I'm leaving here is an allowance of 2.5 inches. Now, this allowance I'm leaving here, it depends on how wide you want the design to be. These 3 I have here, these 2.5 I have here. By the time I fold, because what I do, I'm going to fold this. When we remove this block, I'm going to fold it. Don't worry, we won't get that, I'll explain. So this is 2.5 we have here. This is 2.5, 2.5. All right. So here should also be 2.5, 2.5. All right, 2.5. So I'm going to mark this 2.5 at this point so that we'll join it together. So this is 2.5. Very simple, guys. Just pay attention and you get this. It's 2.5. All right. So I'm going to be joining these 2.5 points together. 2.5 here, joining here, and we know that to the end here is still 2.5. All the way to the end here is 2.5. So this is it. This is it, guys. I'll see this. So the next thing for us to do is now to remove this pattern. So if we remove this pattern, you can see how it's looking. All right. So what we're going to do is simply to divide it here. Okay. Now this simply means this one goes to the other side of the chest. This one comes to the other side of the chest. Now if we bring in our front piece, okay, and we place this pattern here, and we place this one here, you can see that we have achieved, this is the center. Mind you, this is the center. The center of the front. If we keep this here, can you see? We also keep this here. Can you see? We have achieved the front center patterns. If you look at the design very well, you will see that we have achieved what? The front center patterns. We have achieved our front center what? Patterns. The next thing for us to achieve now is we are looking at what? We are looking at, you can see how slant the lines are. Now the next thing for us to achieve now, we are looking at these ones here. You know, even at this point, we have another pattern here and here. We have another pattern that is joining here from this point, coming down this way. And you can see these lines are coming and then folding like this. This one came, fold like this, one came, fold like this, one came, fold like this. If you look at the image, that's how the lines are coming. So I'm going to show us how we can get that effect here. All right. So on this our remaining fabric, I'll show us a very simple way to do it. Because if I go into the professional ethics, it will take too long of time. So now this fabric here, you can see these lines. I've still kept it to be what? I've still kept it to be vertical. Can you see this? I've kept it to be horizontal rather. That's still horizontal. So I'm going to like fold it from an angle here like this. Now I'm checking at what point will the line begin to match each other. Okay, for instance, um, you can see that now, first of all, let's say we are beginning this from, let's say from this line here. Okay, we are beginning the matching from this line, and let's say at about 1.5 inches into the neck below here. All right. So I'm now going to bring this pattern. You can see I'll be adjusting it. I will show you how I'm adjusting it. So you see, if this line matches this one, okay, and let's say also that we are starting from here, and our target is here. We mark 1.5 inch from the shoulder line. Here, let's say we are coming down all the way to 4.5 inches. Okay, 4.5 inches below. All right. Here to the same thing, 1.5 inch from the shoulder line, and we are coming down to 4.5 right here, 4.5 inches here. All right. So simply we are going to check. Now, I say these lines are horizontal, so I'm going to start this way, fold it this way, you can see. So I'm going to check if this one matches this one. Does this one also match? This second one is not matching. Why is it not matching? It means I have to push it inside a bit, okay? And I'll test. It's not matching still. I'll put it inside a bit, I'll test. Can you see? At this point, I have one, almost two matching, but the rest are not matching, okay? But can you see? Look at what's happening here. If I still fold it size small, you can see that this one has matched. Okay, this one has matched as well. This one has matched. This one has matched. This one has matched. Guys, we are done. Can you see this? Can we see this? So hope you can see it's clear enough. You can see that it's as if this line is coming and then folding this way. This one came forward 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 this way. All the way to the what? The last one. Our target is at this point. So you can see we have gotten our target. Can you see this? So I'll simply use my pins. I'll simply use my pins to pin it so it doesn't shake. So that I will turn the other way. Sorry. I want to be sure that everything is correct, okay? So once I'm sure everything is correct, I'll use my pins and pin this fabric together at this point like this. I'll pin it together. Sorry, it's catching together with the tape I'm trying to. Okay, well simply let's check. Let's see where the top is stopping around here. Let's just mark it. The top is stopping around here. Alright. And the shoulder line is around here. Nice, around here. Alright, around here. So it means we'll cut this out. It will not affect anything. Alright. We simply cut it out. So you can see that. Let's do this. The rest, let us reduce this exercise. We don't need it. So you can see that this is our pattern for the shoulder line here. Can you see this? It's our pattern for the shoulder line. Okay. So it's just for us to get it like this. So the next thing is for us to do what? Get the same pattern this side. Alright. To get the second side now, if you can keep this and get this here, when you take it out, I think it should work. I think it should work. Alright. Or you can see the same pattern, keep it here. Alright. Can you see this? Keep it here. Make sure the first point is matching. Can you see this? A very, very simple trick I'm using here, guys. Very, very simple. You can see. I have gotten this one in less than 2 seconds. I've gotten this one. Can you see? So you do the same thing. You will mark it just like we did and cut it out. So if I place this, all of them, let's keep them together now and see what we have. I keep them this way. I don't think. Now I want to show us something. You are going to fold this 1/2 inch inside, all right, all the way to the end. You fold it 1/2 inch inside, all the way to the end. This side to the same thing, all the way to the end. All right, you will hem it. You hem the edges all the way to the end. When you are done hemming the edges, all right, you now bring it, keep it, and use your hemming gun. It's as if the middle is coming close. All right, can you see this? So you can see that This is the front piece. The front is coming like this, and then they began to deviate from here to that side, here to this side, and then you have these ones matching from here. You know, this line is matching and turning this way, matching and turning this way, and the other side still the same this way. So if I'm not mistaken, this is exactly what you have in the picture right there. If I am not mistaken, I'm looking at the picture here, and I think this is just what we have in the picture right there. Alright guys, so if this video made sense, if you understand anything from this video, I will appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. Alright, so once more, thanks for watching. Welcome to Nard Fashion Hub. Thank you.